As a concept, race refers to the supposedly inherent biological characteristics that distinguish different human populations. But we must note here that anthropologists, geneticists, sociologists, among other social scientists, and natural scientists all reject the idea of race as being biologically based. Sociologists further note that our social lives are partly constructed around race as a social construct, and that the use of the concept of race and what race means to people changes with changes in economic, political, and social spheres. Racialization refers to the social and political processes by which racial groups are socially constructed based on perceived physical differences related chiefly to ethnicity. These social and political processes change over time, and they are certainly different from culture to culture and even from within societies depending on the social period. For example, Western social scientists and scientists used to believe that selective breeding for maximum preservation of desirable human characteristics was beneficial. This was called eugenics. Hitler was notorious in terms of his being a proponent of eugenics, but he certainly was not the only Western European or North American who argued that this selective breeding was useful in society. There were, of course, many who opposed this movement towards eugenics. As recently as 30 or so years ago, a new approach was taken by some who argued that cultural differences could produce incompatibility between humans. Ethnicity, which is a reference to cultural differences between humans, became the new factor on which people focus their efforts in describing differences and incompatibility between human groups. It turned out to be a new kind of racism, this time focusing on cultural or societal differences rather than pointing to biological bases of those differences.